Hey guys, Matt here. Today I'm going to be bringing my new $800 motorbike back to life, and it turns out there was much more wrong than I thought. And if you haven't watched my latest video on this bike, me walking around it showing what's wrong with it, I would suggest watching that before you start watching this video. So let's get straight into it. So we're back. I just got the bike back from the mechanics who just had a look at it because I couldn't find the issue. So there's a low compression issue, which is most likely caused by the previous owner not running the engine with enough oil or not changing over the oil, and it overheated. So now we have extreme damage to the piston. Like not extreme, but pretty bad damage. And what I'm going to do is just replace the engine, because cost of getting new parts will be over, the amount of money it would cost to get a whole new engine. So I'm just going to swap out the engine, I think. Should be fairly straightforward. This is my first time, but I'm sure I'll get it done, and then we'll have it up and running very soon. So in here we have our brand new engine. It's only got 3,500 Ks on it, so it's pretty new. It's only 2 years old, which is also great, so I think it would be great for a swap. So what we've got to do, just take off all the bolts which are mounting the engine to the actual bike, and then it should be fairly easy just to get it off. Just attach the chain, see if there's anything else that's actually attached to the bike, lift it out, and then put the new one back in. So here's the motor I just bought, $500 off eBay. It's got 3,400 Ks on it, 2017. I need to top up the oil, all that. It's got a spark plug already in it. I've already bought one, so I'm just going to put in the new one. Yeah, so far it looks pretty good, and paid $800 for the bike, $500 for a motor, so that's $1,300 to get a good bike running. I think that's a pretty good deal to me. So just before I unbolt the engine, I'm just going to check if there's any oil left inside of the engine by cracking the nut on the bottom and emptying that all out so it doesn't just flow everywhere as soon as I take it out. And then we'll get straight into installing the new engine. I don't know how this happened, but oops. Okay, so now we've taken out the oil. I'm going to do a time lapse of me taking out the engine. So we got the engine out now, sitting on the ground here, and took a bit longer than I expected because we had a few bolts which were stuck and they were impossible to get out. So I had to use the method of using the heat gun and seeping wax into the threads so that it would like expand and come off, and that worked just very well. Pretty happy with it. So we've got no motor in at the moment, but over there in that box is a new motor ready to go in tomorrow. So guys, it's the next day, about 6 AM, and I'm about to get started on the bike nice and early. What I'm going to do now is get the starter motor from the old motor and put it in the new motor. There's the starter motor. Now we're going to So I think this is the final step. We're going to turn it on now and see if all this work has paid off. Yep, battery's working. Alright. Oh. Yes! There we go. There we go. Yes! Let's go! Yeah! She's running. Let me get the camera. Look at that. All that hard work, 2 days. Me taking out the old engine, swapping it out for a new one. Now we're running. Look at that. Alright. So thanks guys for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. It was a bit of a journey getting this bike back together. It took me about a day to get the engine out and put it back in again. Initially I thought there was only a carburetor problem, but that turned out to be incorrect. And got a whole new engine with way less Ks on it, so bikers should be on the road in no time. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.